A stunning blasted moonscape is a good way to describe the natural beauty of Peru's Nazca Desert. And that moonscape makes a particularly good place to test a fast and large adventure touring motorcycle like the new 2017 KTM 1290 Super Adventure R. KTM has sold more than 75,000 adventure motorcycles since 1993, and it's renamed these large long-distance dirt bikes as travel enduros. I think that does a pretty good job of describing what these giant dirt bikes are all about. Honestly, we'd listen no matter what KTM called them, seeing as it has 56 official factory riders competing all around the globe for 2017, most of them in the dirt. Yes, KTM's entire reputation was built in the world of serious enduro and motocross competition. The 2016 season was a record year for KTM in terms of unit sales and also from championship totals. There is no denying the Austrian company has been kicking major ass for the past couple years, and it is justifiably feeling its oats as it's taken on the behemoths of the motorcycle industry and often come out on top. The success has necessitated massive expansion projects, and now the little company from Mataidofen isn't really so little anymore. In 2002, KTM fielded an entirely new bike at the Dakar Rally powered by a prototype of its then new LC8 V-twin. It won the Dakar on its very first attempt in 2002, and then 2003 saw the production debut of the revolutionary 950 Adventure, a machine which quickly became the catalyst for change, lighting a fire under the traditional big rally bike and ADV touring machines of the day. The continuous evolution of that original KTM LC8 V-twin has resulted in today's giant 1,301 cubic centimeters engine, which powers 3 different 1,290 Super Adventure models for 2017 in addition to a pair of 1,290 Super Duke R and 1,290 Super Duke GT siblings. With 9.8 inches, 250 millimeters, of ground clearance, the new KTM 1290 Super Adventure R offers the same figure as last year's 1190 Adventure R, but that's still a full 1.2 inches more ground clearance than other 1290 Super Adventure versions. And even though it offers a very plush ride in the rough stuff, it definitely also offers increased resistance to dragging the undercarriage compared to the non-R 1290 versions. Aside from a switch to caged ball bearings from tapered roller bearings in the steering head for easier adjustability, and an unmentioned cost savings, no doubt, the 1290 Super Adventure R actually has the same frame and engine as last year's more touring-oriented 1290 Super Adventure, which for 2017 is now known as the 1290 Super Adventure T. However, the new R's ECU programming is quite different and adds a dedicated off-road mode to complement its R-Spec 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels, slimmer bodywork, smaller fuel tank and longer travel suspension compared to the new 1290 Super Adventure S and T models. So, in summary, the 2017 1290 Super Adventure R is basically a 1290 Super Adventure frame and engine coupled with 1190R fuel tank and wheel sizes, plus all new bodywork, a cool new slimline LED headlight and true off-road suspension. Additionally, it includes a new intake tract with optional foam-free filter capability incorporated into its new nostrils, the resonator next to the throttle bodies to help meet the upcoming Euro 5 standards, additional electronic programming, a bright new 6.5-inch tough glass TFT display, and a waterproof smartphone compartment behind the headlight that features a built-in USB port. Upgraded handlebar switch clusters have been reconfigured to offer a more intuitive layout and are backlit. Finally, the old Super AS giant windscreen we griped about in our epic sports adventure shootout of 2015 has been replaced by a much shorter windscreen adjustable for height without tools. All these changes have transformed the 1290 platform into a machine that feels significantly less ponderous and a lot more like the outgoing 1190 Adventure that performed so well in last year's Wire Wheel Adventure shootout. The 1290R gives up the old Super AS semi-active suspension in favor of a manually adjustable setup from WP. The suspension initially was a bit soft for my weight, and I did get it to bottom and scrape a few times. However, a modest increase in the remote rear preload adjuster, something like 3/4 of a turn, made a big difference and effectively solved most of the bottoming issues and also fixed the slightly wallowy nature I was feeling earlier in the morning's ride. The 1290R is definitely a motorcycle that responds well to having its knobs fiddled.